This is John Spiewijk with Spiewijk Preservation Consultants, and we're out here at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology campus in Cambridge. And what you see behind you is building number 10 of what's been called the main group buildings, built by Bosworth in 1916. There's got some facade masonry envelope related challenges here with deterioration and movement, and we are hired to actually work with the owners to put together a masonry preservation campaign for the future preservation of the windows and the limestone facade. We're right now on the roof of building number 2 on the main group at MIT, and we're actually coming into the location where we installed some moisture sensors previously when the parapet wall was being constructed. This moisture sensor here goes into the mortar joint, into the back of the actual breaststone on the other side of this parapet wall. This is a 3-width wide brick masonry wall, and then there's the 6 inches of limestone masonry on the other side of this. So this moisture sensor goes in the back of the limestone masonry. This goes into the brick, and this goes into the mortar joint between the brick. Right now we're going to consolidate these 3 areas so we can get them all into one box, and we're going to mount the box right here. So we have to move some moisture sensors around, but you get a chance to actually see what the moisture sensors look like once we take them out, and you'll actually see what they actually will look like when they come out. So here's what the moisture sensor looks like, and when it comes out, okay, it goes into the blue peg system. Right here is the moisture sensor microchip, and the filament in here. This is what's picking up the relative humidity and the temperature of the core of the wall. So we're going to drill another hole. We're going to plug that hole off, and then we're going to drill another hole in this area here, and then so we consolidate this into one area. The manufacturer of the RH Blue Peg system is Ligomat USA Limited out of Portland, Oregon. 800-227-2105. So now we've got the hole set for the blue peg. The blue peg is going to go in to the wall, and then the sensor slides right into the blue peg just like that once it's in the wall. So the blue peg actually protects the sensor as it's installed into the wall. So this will go fit tightly in here, just like this. Just there we go. So this one we're not going to need anymore. We're not going to be utilizing this, so we're going to seal this off with a blue peg sensor cap. It's got a rubber gasket on it. It'll fit right on there into the groove of that and snap right into place. So that'll keep that from any moisture getting in that. If we ever want to come back and measure that for a reading with a digital meter, we can just take that quickly off and put in a digital meter and measure it manually. We're mounting this box in the back of this wall just like this. I'm going to be placing the holes in the back so that we can receive the wires coming through. There's one there. And there's one there. The objective of the RH Blue Peg system is to monitor over a period of years the temperature and relative humidity of the historic masonry wall system at various locations in order to establish a baseline of performance in order to distinguish whether the selection of the correct materials and design specifications confirm maximum life cycle performance goals of the project. Okay, we're now ready to install the transmitters. These transmitters are what powers the system. These are actually lithium batteries that'll last 10 to 12 years. and they all have serial numbers on them, and each serial number is designated to a specific sensor in the wall. So we're going to now put the transmitters and tuck them into the box that we've installed and get those in. And we can just loosely fit these in, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to put our base of our box plate on, and we should be good to go. And with this, then, we're now going to go down to look at the CMS unit, and I'll show you the receivers where the wireless transmissions coming from the transmitters into the receivers. We're back in the CMS room where we've got the CMS set up with the receivers. You can see the receivers right here actually operational right now with the light that's illuminating from each one of these. There's 2 receivers on here that are receiving the wireless transmissions from the transmitters that we just saw a moment ago up on the back of the parapet. This right here is the actual CMS unit. This unit right here is the actual unit that dials the telephone number, which is a cell phone number, into an actual server that's connected to a web-based website that we actually will look at the data collected during the intervals of about 1 every hour. So this unit calls the server at once an hour and updates it with digital information. And that's it. That's the Ligomat moisture sensing equipment system.